We're talking stress and anxiety. Here's a question. Did you know that when you tell the truth, you are strong, and when you lie, your muscles are actually weak, and you can prove it to yourself? I'm in one of my favorite spots. I walk past these horses on a regular basis. I say hello to them. They ignore me. Don't know me from a bar of soap, don't blame them. Probably don't know a bar of soap either. Such is the plight of a horse. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be hard for me to explain because I'm holding the camera with one hand and I need two to show you. Presuming you're willing, you can do this with any muscle group. It's really good if you do a straight arm and get somebody else to test you by just putting two fingers on your wrist of the outstretched hand. But you can do it by putting all these digits on a surface and holding one finger rigid, and then you're going to take your other hand and push down on that finger just with one of your others. And the process is you say a true or false, but true statement. A good one is your name. I am Alan. Now, if you had been given a different name or changed your identity, then that will be an interesting test in itself, because chances are you'll work out which is your associated name and which isn't. So, my name is Alan, my digit is out, and then I think of what that means. So I embody the truth, then I test my finger. So that's a really good baseline. Why are we talking about that with stress and anxiety? Once you've got a pattern for that, or if you do the straight arm with somebody else, the way that works is they'll say, okay, Alan, I want you to say your name. So I say, my name is Alan, I am Alan. And then they say, be strong, Alan. And then they do the two finger push down. And they get a little baseline. When it's truth, it is absolutely rigid. And when it's lies or falsehood or disbelief, you get a little bit of a sag going on in the muscle reflex. The muscles are weak because they're associated to your subconscious, associated with your subconscious. This is work by a guy called David Hawkins. He's written a load of books. They're amazing books. They cover this in depth. He has gone through and truth tested every single sentence within those books. And he says some pretty amazing stuff around beliefs, around healing, around truth, honesty, love, all of those biggies, hate, anger, grief, all of those ones that will take you down. But you can do it yourself. It's called an idiopathic response. When I was getting my cognitive hypnotherapy training, somebody in the room wanted to be the subject for this because she totally did not believe it would work. They were doing it by dangling a little pendant. And you can set up motor patterns that go yes or no, or don't know. And she totally did not believe it, but she was willing enough to have a try. And it's set up, and you could see her face just literally open mouth shock that her subconscious was telling the person asking the questions what was really going on, whether she consciously bought into it or not. Have a look, idiopathic motor and strength testing. But what you can do is go through and just double check where, by asking very strong yes/no questions, where that stress and anxiety actually lies, what it's based on, and how much of it is layers beyond the original imprint from under the age of 8 or younger. Have some fun.